Jungkook's POV, on stage with a mic in hand. Today, I'm standing on a stage that I never dared to envision, even in my most wildest dream. On my best friend Park Jimin's wedding, with my dad's friend's daughter, Lee Mina. Ladies and gentlemen, and those who accidentally stumble into the wrong reception, thank you for joining us today. Everyone applauded and others began hooting and whistling. Now I have the wonderful privilege of being the best man. And my therapist says this is a breakthrough moment for me. Looking at my body, I just want to say that it's time to take revenge. I swear to ruin your every single romantic moment with Mina, just like you ruined mine with wine. Wiggled his brows to tease Jimmy. And to the bride, you look stunning today. And Jimin's choice is best. But I'm afraid that I can't say the same thing about yours. Giggles upon looking at Jimin glaring at him. Don't glare at me, Jimin. I still haven't revealed that you are wearing inner soles to look tall. Robs along with the others. Here's to a lifetime of love, laughter, and pretending to know what you are doing in this adventure called marriage. Cheers, everyone. Raised his glass along with the audience and drank it all in one go. Jungkook stepped down from the aisle and received a punch on the chest from Jimin, who was pouting, trying to show anger but soon giggled and hugged Jungkook, which Jungkook returned gladly. They broke the hug and Jungkook spoke. "Where is Vine?" Looked around in an attempt to find her. Jimin pointed to the left where Mina and Vine were busy talking, being in their own world. Jungkook grinned and began walking towards them. "Stop looking so gorgeous. Everyone is staring." Stood behind her and whispered in her ear, making her flinch slightly. Mina coughed to diffuse the tension in the air and Vine's cheeks turned pink. She turned around and playfully smacked his chest. He held her hand and placed it gently on his heart before she could take it back. In front of them, even married people feel single. Mina laughed at his statement, while Vine hid her face in Jungkook's chest to cover her embarrassment, causing Jungkook to chuckle and wrapped his arm around her tiny waist, instantly giving her a sense of warmth and protection. "If you don't mind, can I steal my wife for a while?" asked Mina with a naughty smirk. Mina smiled and nodded while Vine gulped and looked up at Jungkook's face, who kept giving her a smirk, making her more nervous. "Stop looking at her as if you are going to eat her. She's getting scared." Crossed his arms and rolled his eyes. "Mina, please control your shorty." Gave a tight smile to Jimin. Chuckled while nodding. "Let's go, our parents are waiting." Started dragging an unwilling Jimin with her, who gestured Jungkook that he is always watching him. They went away and Vine said while pouting a little, "I was enjoying with Mina. Why did you send them away?" Mind you, Jungkook was still holding her in his embrace. Jungkook smiled, looking in her eyes lovingly, but his next action made her gasp. "I was feeling an urgent need to help out. It was an emergency." Kissed her again without caring about the surroundings. He pulled back and scrunched his nose and broke out a smile upon looking at her blushing mess state. "Let's marry again, Vine. I really want to make you mine once again, in front of everyone." Deeply stared in her eyes as he expressed his desires. "No." "Huh? You don't want to marry me?" Eyes widened due to shock and confusion. "Yes, no, I mean not now." Stuttered badly and avoided eye contact with him. "Why?" Felt hurt. Let's give each other some time, please." Looks down. Okay, as you wish, princess. Tried to understand her situation and forced himself to smile despite feeling hurt. Few days later, I bought a massive bouquet of her favorite flowers and drove home. She has been acting distant over the past few days. I don't know why. I tried asking her, but she refused to open up to me. I gave her space for some time, but now it's getting out of hands. Something is definitely bothering her, and her behavior is bothering me. I just want to take her all stress away. I would go as far as to become the Joker just to see her smile. I stepped out of the car and walked inside the mansion, while sniffing the addictive scent of colorful lilies with a small smile. Ever since I got her, I could not help but smile like a stupid all the time. I entered the living room and met with a somewhat familiar silence, making my heart sink to my stomach. I looked around and called her out. Wyan? No response. Mrs. June? Still no response. My hands started shivering as negative thoughts clouded my mind. No, I cannot afford to lose her now. I felt my throat drying as I continued to look for her crazily, running around the entire mansion. I called maids and servants, but they knew nothing about her going out. They were scared as well, but I did not say anything to them as Wyan might not like it. Last time when I pointed at my guards for her, a maid snitched on me to her, and she did not let me hug her for an entire week. So this time I can't take any risk. I went inside our room and something on our bed caught my attention. That file. I opened it and... Congratulations, Mr. Jeon Jungkook. Your 6-month marriage contract with Kang Wyan is over now. You are a free man. Hope you enjoy your loneliness. Sincerely, your love. My tears dropped on the page as I shook my head trying to deny my reality. I tore the paper apart and ran downstairs, but collided with someone. Held Jungkook's shoulder. Are you okay? Got worried after looking at his face. No. A sob escaped his lips. Nothing is okay. Everything is ruined. I am ruined. Looked at Jimin with his horrified wide eyes, full of tears. I came here to take you. Held his shivering hand and started dragging a traumatized Jungkook with him. I have nowhere to go. Mumbled in a broken tone. I know where is Wyan. I'm taking you to her. Did not dare to look at him. How you know? Where is she? Turned Jimin around and asked him suspiciously. She came to Mina before going and Mina told me. She is leaving the city. We have to reach her before she leaves. Jungkook nodded his head like an obedient child and started running towards parking lot. Jimin went behind Jungkook. Watching his friend going crazy, he muttered under his breath. I hope he does not kill me after knowing I'm in this. Wyan, I deserve a treat from him. Followed Jungkook and sat on the driving seat while Jungkook sat on the passenger seat as he was not in the condition to drive. Throughout the whole ride, Jungkook could not help but let out small sobs while sitting silently facing the front, looking blankly into the space. Jimin kept glancing at his friend, feeling guilty, while cursing himself for his situation. Jimin stopped the car and Jungkook gave him a confused stare. That is not the bus stand. There is a local bus terminal. Maybe Vine did not want you to know her location, that's why she chose this. Shrugged his shoulder. It's not safe. Saying this, he dashed out of the car and Jimin ran behind him. He tried to find the bus stand, but there was none. Instead, that place looked like a destination wedding area. He looked around perplexed and asked Jimin, "Are you sure we are at the right place?" Panicked. What if we are in the wrong place? What if we could not stop her? What if she leaves me forever? I'm so stupid. Once again, his eyes became moist on the thought of her abandoning him. Stop panicking like a baby girl, June. A voice full of mischievousness. Looks at Jimin in shock, who was trying to control his laugh. Huh? Turn around, June. Chuckled. He turned around and hugged her tightly, afraid as if she would vanish if he leave her even for a single second. Vine rubbed his back while he took deep breaths to calm his racing heart. He broke the hug and gave her a painful stroke. How do I look in this gown? Won't you compliment me? Smiled at him. Eyed her up and down. I have never seen such a beautiful bride. Sniffed cutely, making her chuckle. You are getting married? Confused. Vine nodded her head with a big smile dancing on her lips, but it brought tears in his eyes. What? Got worried and confused, and held his arm while asking, To whom? I mean, who is the lucky guy you are marrying? Lost his common sense due to the shock. Do I really have to do this? Here goes nothing. She sat on her knees and his eyes went wide like plates. What are you doing? Looking down at her. Drew out a box and opened it, revealing a black diamond ring for him. Will you give me the honor of being Mrs. June and the mother of your bunnies, Mr. Jeon? Smiled. Man was too shocked to process and respond. Should I take your silence as a yes? Raised her brow. Jungkook sat on his knees as well and hugged her. What else am I here for? Yes, yes, yes. Left little pecks on her neck, shoulder and ear, making her giggle, while all the guests clapped. Jungkook got so happy that he forgot about the horrifying experience he just went through and became the happiest person on earth. So are you guys planning to spend your entire life on your knees, or should we proceed with the ceremony? Yeah, you ruined their moment once again. Smacked Jimin's arm while scolding him. Chuckled and broke the hug. It's okay. We have accepted him as our fate. Now he's a part of our romance. We feel empty when he does not ruin our moments. Nodded. We plan to bring him along on our honeymoon as well. Ew. No thanks. And just like that, our once a heartless mafia Jeon Jungkook and his love at first sight Vine got their happy ending.